This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Hill Hikers, a short new mockumentary from directors Elizabeth Godar and Mitch deQuilettes. It looks at an odd group of competitive hikers who, in this film, are taking part in a race that supports the social cause of their choice. It doesn't go too much into detail about the actual race, looking more at the participating couples, who are made to hold hands throughout the race per the rules. It allows for a cross-section of the bonds between lovers to be examined, showing what quirks and connections tie people together, and just how much or how little two people might go through to find happiness. On the surface, things aren't quite as deep as that, but the themes are still visible. There's a bit more focus on world building than the story, or rather its characters, as well as developing the visual style of the film, which in turn takes away from its greater substance. As a result, there's no strong narrative through line to follow, or at least something with a clear start and finish. The stories that we do follow generally begin in the middle of events. Granted, the comedic aspects of the film and the subsequent simplicity of characters do at least help to mitigate this, making the greater themes pretty easy to see through the characters, but not so much that it takes away from the relatively little story within these character moments. Again, it makes for a nice cross-section of various archetypes, each given enough time to build upon a different perspective of love and connection, though not enough to be any further fleshed out. The premise and setting itself also seems ripe for exploration, given the amount of setup put into it, but there's no real time set aside for it. I think that having a longer runtime and more focus on the hike itself could have given more time for pure visual design and beauty shots. The film wants to have a very unique look, giving its setting a bit of a mystique at times through pastel colors of the dawn, though whenever that clears out, it ends up looking more sterilized, which in its own way contributes to the idea of the hiking event being a commodification of nature. Something like that, anyways. In any case, the overall tone of the short is pretty consistent otherwise, being less about outright comedy and more about expressing the ideas of love, connection, and bonding in an unusual but unique manner. I only wish that it gave itself more time to develop them. Hill Hikers, Elizabeth Godar, Mitch deQuilettes, 2022. 3.5 stars. I'd recommend giving it a shot. That's it for me. If you like this review, leave it a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I wonder if I should try hiking around this place. I mean, it's pretty flat, and all the hallways look the same, but it's good exercise regardless.